What is up, YouTube? Eradicate here. Today for our last video on the tapus, we reached the last one in Tapu Fini, and it's probably the one I know the least the most about, but I did some research on the Smogon page, asked some people in the chat about it, what kind of teams they run it on, what it's used to counter and whatnot. So we did some research on it. We're ready to go here for the last one. After this, I'm not sure what I'm going to analyze next, so if you guys have any suggestions, let me know and I'll analyze just about any Pokemon that's in OU. We can do some model type analysis. I don't really know. I might start doing some, like a second video a week of battling instead of just doing the one a week. I don't know, maybe I'll start doing a randomized run. I don't really know. Maybe I already have, so this is going out super far in advance. This is probably being recorded before I went back to school, so it's being recorded on August 10th, so that's how far back you know this has been recorded. But we have leftovers on our first set. Oh, most of these sets are running leftovers, just letting you know. Obviously Misty Surge, and most of these sets are oriented around defense. They're pretty good checks to stuff like Keldeo, Ash Greninja, other like rain team setup sweepers like Kingdra and stuff that is amazing against. And it's super awesome to have it. Like, it's really good on a defensive team with the Misty Surge, so you can't be toxic. Although it kind of sucks that the opponent can't be as well, so maybe it doesn't work too well on that. But it's great for protecting your physical sweepers from burns, and some of those sweepers from toxic as well. But for our first set here, Taunt, Nature's Madness, Moonblast, and Scald. Great stall breaker set right here, taunting stuff like Chansey or anything like that. Nature's Madness can do about half their health, so it doesn't really matter how good their bulk is or how much HP they have. It's super amazing to have that. And two great stabs in Moonblast and Scald, which hits most of the metagame for at least decent damage. Scald, if the Misty Surge is down, getting the burn proc would be super nice. And the thing is pretty bulky, and we do run speed investment on it actually, so we can outspeed those stuff around base 85, which is pretty nice. I don't think that happens a lot. I think a lot of people will opt for the more special defense or even defense options because its defense bulk in particular is lacking a little bit at only 268, but base 115 kind of keeps it up even without investment. Alright, for our second set here, again leftovers, this is more of a Calm Mind offensive one while still having some defensive capabilities and checkings. Calm Mind, Hydro Pump, Moonblast, and Taunt again. Taunt's super nice if people try to like poison you, I guess in Misty Surge time they try to poison you, or if they try to like taunt you and so you can't Calm Mind up, but it's super nice, or catch them trying to sub. And you have Hydro Pump and Moonblast, opting for a little bit more damage with the Hydro Pump. This one works a little bit better on the rain teams, getting the Hydro Pump boosted damage, because without it, your special attack is only base 95. It's usually not enough, even with the Calm Mind 2 without a leftovers boost, without like a Life Orb boost, it's really doing enough damage as well. So it is nice to have this on a rain team and Calm Mind, and then also some of the rain stuff will help counter what it loses to anyway. But again, for the investment, we go 232 speed right here. That's a certain calc. Okay, the 232 speed with the nature here helps you outspeed stuff like Adamant, Landorus, Mega Gyarados, and Modest Tapu Fini, while also letting your, after the investment in special attack, lets your Hydro Pump automatically one-hit KO Landorus after Stealth Rock damage, which is pretty important to have. If you don't want that, you can go with the speed, maybe outspeed a few more things. I'm not really sure what else you really get out of that. I guess other base 85s you can speed tie with, or beat other things that are like base 80 with, or base like 82 with it, but I don't think there's anything to play base 82 I can really worry about too much. But that's that one. Alright, the last set here, again, Misty Surge, leftovers, Taunt, Moonblast, Light Screen, and Defog, just some more options really. You probably wouldn't run all these together, but Light Screen and Defog are both pretty good options, especially in the first set. You're not going to be running these on the sweeping set, obviously. But Light Screen is super helpful for helping out your opponents, or helping out your teammates, helping out them, get them some safeguard. You have Misty Surge and then you have Light Screen if they're like really weak special defense, like Staraptor or some other bird that's like, all the birds seem to be really bad with special defense, so you can get a Light Screen for them so they can actually tank. Talonflame can get a Sword Stance off or something like that. I don't really know. Defog, a bit more common than Light Screen. Obviously it's great because this thing's not weak to Stealth Rocks, but it's also, it gets hit by spikes and Toxic Spikes. I don't think Toxic Spikes go off after Misty Surge activates though, so you should be good in that regard. But it is great at the Defog and not have to waste 25% of your HP before you actually get a chance to get rid of the Stealth Rocks. So super helpful there. We'll go over some teammate options next, guys, and then go over how to counter and beat Tapu Fini. Okay, so first of all, for teammates, you want to have like any physical sweepers that like hate being burned, so like Garchomp, Salamence, Dragonite, I guess I'm only naming like dragons here, Landorus, other things as well, Zygarde, I'm not really sure the other physical threats really are in the metagame right now. A lot of like Guts users like Luxray want to be toxic and whatnot, but with Misty Surge out, the fact that you can't be toxic and whatnot also works good against Gliscors, but that's besides the point. But stuff like that wants to set up physically, even like Lucario and whatnot, that wants to go for a Sword Stance, doesn't want to get burned. With Misty Surge up, obviously they can't, which is super helpful. Things that like for the Defog sets, if you have something like a Dragonite or want to keep their like multi-scale intact, the things that really hate it, like Mega Charizard Y, or just Charizard in general, because when they first switch and they lose half their health. Volcarona and Pinsir, they lose like half their health. That's really not good, so you need a Defog user for them. Obviously, you'll be running that set, not so much the other ones. You can run the first set, you can run instead of Scald, you can run the you can run Defog instead. That's another option you can do. But other than that, there's a few other things. People want to take advantage of the Misty Surge, like I said. Rain teams work really well with the Calm Mind set. You go for Hydro Pump set and you do a lot of damage. Kind of pairs up well with that. Things that can deal with grass types is the one thing this thing really struggles with. So stuff that takes care of grass types. Heatran does amazing against a lot of those. Choice Scarf Hydreigon with Fire Blast does good against most of them besides Mega Venusaur. But for Mega Venusaur, then you can run like Tapu Lele, and Psychic obviously takes care of that if you're really worried about that too much. For more of the special sweep, not the special sweeping, the light screen users, frail things that want to set up on that, that's what you'll do for them. How to beat Tapu Fini. Toxapex usually walls out, most of it's set, so you can set up Tox Spikes if they don't have Defog, and Maze can't. It's kind of like a stalemate at that point unless they have Calm Mind, which can be a bit of an issue, but then you usually might have Haze. Other things, grass type users, Mega Venusaur almost always beats it with either of its stabs, which is super annoying for the Tapu Fini to deal with. They usually can't do too much unless they run Hidden Power Fire for like Ferrothorn. Magnezone does pretty good against them as well, against Tapu Fini. And some of the things that I guess like anything that if it's like a defensive set, it only has the stab moves. If it's not super effective damage, it usually won't do enough. So you have a good chance of setting up. And the Scald usually won't go for burns, won't get burn procs. So you can bring Physical Sweepers out against it pretty often and kind of start setting up if it doesn't have Calm Mind to set up alongside of it. But yeah, poison type moves are usually pretty good against it. Obviously, they usually almost come close to one-hit KOing. Gengar is pretty good against this thing, even though it has pretty good special defense. If you go for the Sludge Bomb, it's probably a 2-hit KO, especially if you don't invest in special defense. If you invest in speed and HP, you'll definitely get 2-shotted there. That's all I really have for Tapu Fini, guys. If you have any other options, I kind of only made 3 sets for this guy. He's not as flexible as the other Tapus, in my opinion. He's still pretty good. Works with some different teams, I think. But let me know if you have any other sets, like I said. And make sure you guys check out our channel. We have a lot more videos on this kind of stuff. We actually have some battle videos as well. We don't just analyze individual Pokemon. We analyze teams as whole, usually for Monotype. I've done some double battles and whatnot. I'll probably be actually moving over to some other tiers as well. Maybe some Ubers, or like even just OU in general, and making full teams or whatnot. But we'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. As always, we hope to see you in the next one. Have a great day.